Going through all that, and then still running our gym, still taking care of the kids, and then herself and her studies and everything, and then I'm just like, hats off.
2 weeks into the quarantine thing, my friend passed away, right? That was tough.
I'm supposed to be in America right now, but plans changed.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Yeah. I was supposed to fly end of April.
Yeah.
And supposed to take my MCAT for medical school and meet my boyfriend back in the US, but here we are FaceTiming for the past 5 months since January.
Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Elbert here and
Coach Stan.
Coach Gavi.
Back with Empire Fit Club Fit Talk. Today we're gonna be giving you guys an update about what we've been doing and how things are, how we've been coping with everything out there. I know that everybody is going through this tough time right now. So what we want to talk about is just, we ourselves as an individual on how to tackle these things and how we also still deliver the fitness program to everybody, and how's our day-to-day and everything else. So we could get started. We could get into it. So how's everybody doing?
Okay. For me personally, it's the first couple of weeks was okay, and then after that it was kind of like getting a little bit bored at home and then kind of depressed because I'm away from my family and not being able to travel kind of sucks. And then my family was still back in Aussie, in Australia, and that's kind of hard. It's getting harder each time. We get the technology now where we can do video calls, but my girls are growing and I'm missing out, so it's a little bit hard sometimes. You find yourself, I found myself sometimes at nighttime, I couldn't sleep.
Right.
I tried to go to sleep, but I just couldn't sleep. My mind just kept thinking of them. Right. I'm missing out, and then crying at one point, looking at the photos that they got sent, and just missing out. And then she's like, my baby's growing out, and then not being there is kind of like I blame myself about it. It's missing out with the growth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that must be tough.
Yeah, well,
wasn't one of their birthday? It was just like.
Yeah, well, Nishi turned 7 and I wasn't there. That was the first time. Her first year at school, first day at school also, it's always been me that dropping her off to school on the first day. And then this year it wasn't. And then the fact that I wasn't there for her birthday, and then also at the same time, it was like social distancing time. Right. So she couldn't have the usual birthday parties.
Right.
And then not having me there, it was like not complete. The family is not complete. So it was hard on her, and then we did as much as we could, but it's just still not the same.
Yeah.
It's still not the same. And then as parents, I know some of you guys are parents too out there. Probably, if you know this, it's not the thing that you want to wish to anybody. Like missing out on your kids' growth, those little moments, and then the birthdays, the big moments, the little moments. It's just something that. Me personally, and I know some people out there too, is you don't want to miss out as parents, and it's just hard. Found myself quite depressed for. I know as coaches, I won't be saying this, but as a person, as an individual, these are the things that I go through every day. Not being able to stick with my family during these tough times. As a dad. Old school living, it's like you're the one that's provide everything, security, financial. As a parent, as a dad especially, you're the one that was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But I'm not. So when I can't, it's a little bit harder day to day. It's getting harder each time. It's getting like.
Sorry. Yeah, man.
So but I'm grateful. We're trying to keep positive each time. It doesn't work each day, but we'll go step by step, day by day, and it's just we're just trying our best, really.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the plan then?
Well, as soon as the travel ban is lifted, I know U.S. is lifted in phase 1 and stuff, but Australia, they pop it out as a social distancing. They don't do it as strict as anymore, as they used to anymore, so that people can gather. But travel ban is still there. But the plan is, as soon as the travel ban is lifted, I'm gonna bring my family back here so we can at least be together while we go through all this, and then see where we go from there. And then if we ended up moving back to Indonesia, like we move back to Indonesia, then so be it for now. But then we still want to focus on the bigger plans. The bigger plans would be in Australia or I don't know, America, or Canada, or something. We'll see. But yeah.
So how do you deal with that? How do you cope with that?
Lots of video calls.
Okay.
Lots of video calls, but like last night, my baby, my 1-year-old, asked me to put her down to sleep, and it's kind of hard. But we put the camera, the phone right next to her while she actually I got a photo while she actually falling down to sleep while my wife's actually there, put her to sleep, and then I'm right there. So. Wow. She's there. I don't know if you can see it, but she's there. And then I was there, and she's there, and then apparently my wife gave me a report this morning where that was one of her best night's sleep ever.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, but not being able to be there personally, stroking her hair, putting her to sleep, read her stories, it's kind of hard. But we go through it day by day.
So live session, just like talking to them live through live.
Yeah, and then still trying to be the positive ones. Yeah. Because my wife's going through all that, and then still running our gym, still taking care of the kids, and then herself and her studies and everything, and then I'm just like, hats off. By the way, it's a happy Mother's Day to everybody else too. My hats off to my wife, man. It's and then trying to keep her positive at the same time, and then both of us are like really low on fuel, on minds. It's kind of hard. It's but we just kept ourselves. We're just trying to bounce back positive vibes and stuff between us, and then, because what we have will bounce back to the kids, and we don't want to be negative on it. I mean, it's hard for the girls already, and we're just trying to make it as positive as we can. I don't know, it's just like, we talk about our day, my day here with Empire, her days over there, and then we'll just talk about how the girls are, and then focus on the good things that's happening, not the bad stuff that's happening, because the girls and then the moms, and then they're just like, I don't know, they all sync up, and then they'll just go and I don't know. I only have girls. I don't know how to have boys at home, but the girls, they're all like, they fight different, and then they talk. And then Nishi's and my eldest, she's 7. For some reason she's reached that age where she can think of things to say to talk back to the mom, and then school. It's a homeschool period also, so it's like so. Well, we're getting there. I mean, it is what it is, and we'll just focus on the things that we can actually do for now.
Dang, yeah. Well, that must be tough. I mean, that's one of the things that kind of like all these situations make it harder, right? Because like you can't just fly out here and meet up with them and stuff. So yeah, man. Sorry to hear that, man.
Thanks,
Deep
man.
stuff, Stan.
Yeah,
Super
man.
diverse.
It
You
it is what it is.
went to
I mean,
0 to 100 really quick on this.
Sorry, but look, it's
It
just
is
what
what it
happens.
is.
Yeah, it is what
Yeah.
it is, and then all we can do is focus on. The
Oh, that's
positive.
good, though.
Yeah,
You
focus
got-
on the positive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Getting stronger every day, and then it doesn't work every day, but hey, that's
Yeah.
life. That's life. You know.
Well, hopefully the travel ban get passed on really fast so that way you guys
Hopefully,
can go. Yeah. So, what about you, Gavi? How's things? You're like, my problem doesn't seem so big after this.
Someone seems so bad after that. Oh, Stan. Well, for
That should
me-
have went last.
Should have start with. Should have finished me, bro.
I should. Gavi should have been further. I should have go first. Yeah. So.
Mine's lighter, guys. Well, it's kind of the same thing as Stan.
But yeah, how are you? Yeah. What's going on? What's going on with your life? How's things?
How's
good?
things? Family, we're just staying inside, all that, but we are apart. Like my grandma, grandpa's, we can't see each other. My grandma is actually in Singapore, and we can't really fly there. We don't want. Yeah, she's in Singapore getting treatment, and we can't go there and be with her, and that's hard. So we're always FaceTiming her. She's like, Gavi, Kiara, ko nga jenguk oma. Like, why aren't you coming to see us?
Yeah.
We just want to see. I just want to see you, Gavi, Kiara. I miss all my grandkids. So that part is hard. But Corona has just like sent us a curveball, right? Basically, first plan was I'm supposed to be in America right now, but
Oh,
plans
yeah.
changed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
I was supposed to fly end of April,
Yeah.
and supposed to take my MCAT for medical school and meet my boyfriend back in the US, but here we are FaceTiming for the past 5 months since January.
Yeah.
Yeah, but plans change. I'm just gonna go roll with the punches. Situation changes. And I'm actually pretty grateful that I'm part of Empire. I'm taking nutrition classes. That's part of same like segment as biology, what I majored in. So I'm doing what I love right now. So that's kind of like a blessing in disguise as well.
Silver lining.
Silver lining. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, plans change, situation changes. You just gotta go with the flow, get the best out of it.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Staying
That's awesome.
positive is kind of hard too. Especially when
It's
you
like-
can't meet your friends, right?
Yeah, you gotta recharge every day.
Recharge,
right?
exactly.
Gotta recharge every day.
So that's going on with me. Miss my grandma, miss my boyfriend, but I've got my family intact. Miss my, yeah. Doing a lot of personal development, taking this nutrition class, taking my creative juices too, doing some blogging.
Nice.
So yeah,
Baking.
baking too.
Getting us back.
Yeah, baking.
Shout out
It's
to
not
Arya Bakery.
Bakeries, man.
That's what I've been doing.
A little plug right there. That's cool. That's cool. Well, for me, I don't know. I am like on the opposite end for both. So sometimes I will want to be with a lot of people. Sometimes I will want to be by myself. So I think during the quarantine, it was at a point where I want to be by myself. So I was kind of like okay with it because I think I was just the past, however, months. It was just with people, meeting people in class, and then if you guys think about it, the gym was picking up like crazy January and February,
Yeah.
right? So it was a lot of people I meet, and which at that point I like it too because that's when I really want to be around people and so. But then quarantine happened, right? So at the time, personally, for me, I didn't really mind the social distancing part because I really needed that time to just be by myself. Even still, right? But business wise, it's not really the best situation, obviously, right? We went from really high to really low due to the social distance. All of these, and there was just a lot of things that I need to take into consideration. On the business side, obviously, it's like, do I make a business decision, which is at a time I think it would make sense to just stop a lot of people, right? Or do I make like like a more understanding moral standpoint in the business where let's see how this thing goes through, because at the time I was already calculating, when all of these started to went down, before I decided to close the gym, I already talked to a lot of my friends that own gyms in Hong Kong, that own gym in different places. And then for them, they already been locked down for 2 months at a time, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, dude, I gotta look 3-4 months ahead of the time. So, taking all of that into consideration, it was like, man, it doesn't look good, but we've decided to, how can we keep as many people as we can employ and to still be a part of Empire, because we still want this to be present in people's life, right? During this off time. So good thing we moved fast and we decided to roll in the live session and everything else, right? So yeah, at that point it was hard in that sense of the business standpoint. Like, I have to make this decision. We weren't making as much money as we were before, right? And then we were on a limbo. Do we still have to pay rent or not? It was like, oh man. So it was a lot of stress, I would say, for me, right? If it was just by myself, I think I could handle it. But there was a lot of people that I need to also take care of, right? Because I see this as a big ship, and you guys are the ship crew, right? If I don't take care of you guys, the ship also is going to go down, but vice versa. If the ship goes down, how are we going to take care of everybody, right? So, like, I had to really weigh in the option of how things going to be 3-4 months. So, but given that, I think we made the right decision. Now, I'm going to elaborate a little bit on the business side, but on personal side, before I forget, on myself, I think I was getting a lot of my time. I was able to focus on myself, focus on things that I neglected, such as working out. Because we were so busy January, February, I was neglecting working out, and I was able to look at things that I wasn't looking at before because I got so much time in my hand now, right? So with the corona, my personal stuff was like, I was always on the go. Now whether I want to or not, I have to just put a break in it, and then that was nice for the first couple of weeks because I could just sleep, wake up, dude, I was getting 12 hours of sleep at first. I didn't know I was that tired. So that, but then, like, I think 2 weeks into the whole quarantine thing, my friend passed away, right? That was tough because we have this thing where we're like, we're all tough guys, right? But at the same time, when you share that bond with somebody, whether you want to or not, it'll affect you when they went away, right? Even if you haven't seen them in a long time, right? And then this wasn't like a bond like where we just shoot the shit. This was like, dude, we're ride or die kind of thing, right? So when he passed away, it was tough, and then when it made me miss the community aspect, So I was comfortable in my hole, being by myself until something like that happened, and I'm like, damn, I miss being with people and stuff. I miss these guys. So that kind of brought me back, and I think that's when I also started to pick up with like a lot of ideas of like, okay, how can we also cater to the people at home, because I'm sure everybody also feeling the same way, right? So on that note, I was able to get over that because, man, the community, the Empire community, I'm so happy with it, because like people are sending me food. People are just messaging me. Like, I don't feel alone. You know what I mean? Like, these are the family. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, to the point where, like, why is this person texting me now? You know? Like, what do you want? But like, they're all like just trying to hit me. You know, just trying to, I guess, be on the lookout, because I think everybody was kind of on the same boat. You know? That's what I said. It's just everybody on the same boat. So, hey, are you okay? Food, and I'm just like, but also it goes both ways. You also see people that was like that doesn't really belong there. You get what I mean? It's just like, well, okay, because I think this is a great equalizer for everybody, because everybody get a time for their self, for their own, right?
Yeah.
So, at that moment, I was just like relating myself to everybody else, and like, how can we take care of people during this pandemic? And that's why we come up with the live session. That's why we come up with the online training session. That's why we come up with all of these things. And I'll be honest with you, I think we're on the right track. We're on the right track. I think we're taking care of everybody. We're taking care of companies and their employee. And okay, I'm gonna say something very controversial. Okay, I'm gonna say something very, very controversial here. If it was up to me, on my selfish side, I wish the quarantine was longer. Boom! On the business, competitive side, I think we could hang for another 6 months. And that's going to weed out the people who's not serious about this business.
That's true.
On the business quarantine side, I wish it was longer. Because I know Empire Fit Club, we will still deliver.
Yeah.
We will still deliver, and we will still survive, and we're healthy right now, and we're gonna be healthy 6 months from now, because why we're gonna grind. And it shows who's there for their community. That's on my selfish business side, yeah. Right? Because this is the great equalizer. It's gonna weed out the people that wasn't there for the right reason in this business, right? Because the passion here shows. We take care of our member, we take care of our coaches, we take care of people that's with us. And we're still gonna do that, all right? And when everybody else is kind of quiet down, we were like, fuck it, we spend the money, we keep going, you know what I mean? And we take care of our member, and we know that if we take care of them, they're gonna take care of us. So on that personal, like not personal, but like that competitive side, man, do another 3, 4, 5, 6 month quarantine. So a lot of these places are shut down. You know what I mean? But then I regress because people need job.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Quarantine is slowing people down, slowing down the economy wheels. Right, like. I can't just think from that side. Right? There's people that needs the things to go back, right? Like, they're laying off. People are getting laid off due to this, right? People can't have income. How are they gonna feed their family and all of that? And like you, right? Like the travel ban, right? I want that to be okay. Let me just clear that. I want it on the personal side to be all done and over with, so that way people like you could see your family. So on that side, yes, I want things to go back to normal. But from a competitive side, I know we thrive in I just thrive in a stressful environment. I like that being there. So yeah, let me set it straight. I hope that things will go to normal soon. I hope that everybody gets back with their loved one, their activities, their routine, their habit, and people getting jobs back, people be able to make money so that way they could feed their family and so on. People could travel and so on, and businesses, open back up, so that way things are flowing again. So I hope that happen as soon as possible. But if we don't, we're ready either way. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's pray for the best. Let's pray that things goes back to normal and stuff. So yeah. On that note, how do you guys cope with the current situation? For me, I cope with it by just Instagram, YouTube, and believe it or not, I study more about fitness. Because when the business was going, I studied more about business side. Now I study again about just like fitness side. Yeah, I'm looking into like endurance training more, like you know, for a marathon runner and stuff. Like I've done all of the other ones, so when it comes to power, strength, or speed, I've immersed myself in it already. Now I need to like look into like stuff that I don't like, which is endurance stuff. So I was able to do that. So keep my myself busy. Watching a lot of like comedy videos is quite helpful, and yeah, that's how I cope with it. How do you cope with it? Yeah.
For me, I like to get my brain always busy as well. So that's why I took the nutrition coaching. That's why I started at Arya Bakery with my sister. Vlogs. I also watch a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of Netflix food videos and travel videos, because that's how I kind of, I don't know, just immerse in other people's culture. I'm a foodie. That's why.
Nice.
I just
Me
cook
too.
a lot. I like taking food pictures for some reason.
Okay, I don't like to do that.
Food pictures.
I like doing that. So it's just like this creative thing that I try to immerse myself in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's definitely cool. Also, that you got into the nutrition side as well.
Yeah. It's getting smarter day by day, guys.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. My day to day. How do I cope with current condition? Lots of video calls, obviously, with my family.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we can do for now. And then I keep myself busy, because I get depressed if I don't do anything. For some reason, I started watching a DIY, like do it your own videos,
DIY.
or one of those restoration videos. So they pick all this like junks
Old
and stuff,
stuff, yeah.
and then they just restore it to something new and something different. For some reason, that's kind of like uplifted me a little bit. I don't know why, but it uplifted me a bit. And then I do a lot of workouts too at home now.
Yeah.
I can focus, like you said before, I can focus back to myself to kind of get back to it again. Because when you're busy coaching, sometimes that time just went away from you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I get the time back, so I use that for that. Lots of old series. I watch TVs. Well, not TVs per se. It's like a TV series that I've had it for a while. I've watched it 10 times, 50 times before. Now I've rewatched it again.
Yeah.
Just something to have it on the background. So there's noises in the apartment because I live by myself. So I don't want to feel alone. I put that on. Just kind of like have noise so I don't feel alone. I talk to myself a lot too. So when I'm cooking, I talk to myself.
That sounds familiar.
And then when I'm on,
I do too.
Oh, you do too. Oh, there you go. I don't know. It's something that keeps me sane.
Dude, you know what?
Right?
I think so too.
There
you
you
know,
go. It's
because
not
I can't
weird.
just keep it in my head. It needs to come out.
Yeah, I talk to myself like.
For example, how do you do it?
If I'm watching something, then I'm like talking to the TV, and then for some reason I'm talking again, responding to what I just said.
I don't know, man.
No, I do that. Like
I talk to myself when I do something stupid. Like,
I do that
What do
too.
you
Like
say?
I do.
I gotta curse.
No, I talk.
See, I thought I was by myself doing that stuff.
No, I do. I do that a lot. I do that since I was
They
little.
make fun of me all the
Really?
time. Yeah.
No, that's normal.
Michelle, Indra, the core team. Like, I work out and I say to myself like, and then like, but then they're like
I'm just
judging me.
I like, for some reason, me talking to myself is like me having conversations with myself, right? That's what you do.
Actually,
It's
I
like-
do that on the golf course.
There you
Is
go.
it?
That's-
See, I think you know what they say. I've saw an article a long time ago that they say people who talk to themselves are more intelligent.
Hey,
Because
must
they have
be
so
true.
much like train of
Must
thoughts.
be true.
I don't know how true that is.
Well, yeah.
No,
For me,
that's-
it's like,
yeah.
it's like two types where I look at myself in the mirror and I can I tell myself, you can do this, you got this, and then that kind of talk to myself. And then there's one in the bed where I'm like at nighttime or waking up, and then it's like, okay, time to get off Stanley, let's go, and I do that.
Mhm.
Or there's one type where I talk to the TV, and then it's like, hey, that looks interesting. And then I'm like saying to myself, no, I've watched this. You've watched this before. So that I like kind of having conversations.
Yeah.
Or while I'm cooking,
Yeah.
and then do I need this? And then, or when I go to the shop downstairs on the underneath the apartment and on the lobby, and then I'll just go on the aisles like, oh, what do I need? Oh, I need this.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't need this. So yeah,
I think it's normal.
Okay.
I
it's
think
more intelligent.
Yeah. Yeah. How's your fitness routine? How's your fitness routine?
For me, I've actually been working out a lot, guys.
Hey,
I've
we're
been-
supposed to do 8 weeks challenge.
Yes!
Tomorrow,
Coach
yeah.
is gonna do 8 weeks challenge starts tomorrow. So looking forward to it.
I'm gonna win. I just said it on camera.
Oops.
Pressure's on.
So you've been working a lot.
I've been working out, yeah. It's been a lot of dumbbells, got kettlebells at home. What else do I have? Like those little, I don't even know what it's called, little small barbells, from bicycles. But then I pile on the fraction plate so I can do like a
Oh, okay.
heavy-ish RDL.
Well, that works. Yeah. Well, I got the equipment from Empire, so
Yeah.
I brought back some dumbbells and stuff like that. So I've been working a lot, and then as a coach in personal view, I know what you mean with relearning on the fitness side.
Mm.
Now I'm like have to think about all the other kinds of workouts that I can do
Yeah.
with just these equipment, so I don't get
Exactly.
bored.
Yeah.
Working at home. So I've been relearning stuff and then working out a lot because
That's
with
good.
all the time that we have, I suppose,
Yeah.
at home, that's the only thing that we do. We just work out. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And this routine still goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still goes.
Well, I'll work out a lot.
Oh, yeah. I saw. The front ranks is
Yeah.
going up.
I got equipment in my place as well.
Oh.
So what you saw here is also
More,
like
yeah.
So like I got a lot of but I try to do just like 2-3 on and 1 day off. Like I never do 4 days in a row. You know what I mean? Been giving my body a lot of rest also because I'm really like stacking up the weight. Shoulder feel really good.
Mm.
I think if I keep going, I could have a 110, 115 push press,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
And then I'll be able to really like jerk 120, 130 if I really want to go that route. I don't know if I want to start going into like a more ballistic type of movement yet, but I'm enjoying the process. I think I'm focusing more on like aesthetic right now. Like I really want to get my pec all come out again and my delts to pop out again and my abs to show again. Mel has been making fun of my roll, so I need to get that. Yeah, get my body fat percentage down, and that's it, But
Do a lot
just
of
getting a lot of
elevators and
strong.
balcony selfies. They'll get you down.
Just get a lot of strong. I just got
Daily from
stronger.
Stan.
And what do you look most forward to after this is over?
Travel.
You're gonna go to US?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
US.
For how long?
No idea yet, but I really do want to travel. It doesn't have to be US.
Oh, okay. So it's not.
You know,
It's not like
it's
a
not
solid
like
plan.
solid
yet.
plan.
Okay.
One thing is though, I want to go to Italy. We're supposed to go to Italy actually this summer for a sister trip with me and my sister, but Corona. It's okay.
Correct.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting my family back.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I want. As soon as everything's done, dusted, family time.
Yeah.
That's it, family time. I don't know if you're gonna stick around or we're gonna go somewhere, but just as long as we're together, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty simple.
That's cool.
That's it. Just family.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm looking forward for the gym to open back up to.
Yeah.
I believe that there's a lot of people that wants to come back to work out. So we've been messaging and. So that's another worry actually. Are they gonna limit? Because I think we're gonna get 30 people, 40 people, and yeah, that's a good problem to have, I guess, right? So, but I can't wait to see everybody, even if they work out or not, right? And then of course after that, after the gym goes back to somewhat of a nice steady state. And by the way, we're still gonna roll all these live sessions still.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Maybe the daily one won't be as frequent, but the Saturday and Sunday, I think I want to keep it going.
Keep it going.
Maybe we'll just do it here on the office. You know what I mean? Because the class is gonna go on, right?
Oh, that's
on
true.
Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
Saturday.
On Sunday we could do it downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to all of this stuff, and we got something else coming. We just can't share it for all of our members and Empire Nation, Empire Mania, Empire Warrior. So Empire Warriors. So we got another thing coming. So we just been grinding right throughout all of these.
Good.
Yeah, you guys know what we did. So can't wait to roll all of those things out, and after travel. Just like Gavi. I was supposed to go to Japan to watch the Olympics, but that got canceled. And I was supposed to go to America as well, but I think it's okay. I think I'll just postpone it till next year. Because what am I gonna do over there anyway? Right now, right?
Yeah.
Things are really, really grim. But I think I'll definitely go to Bali and maybe even Labuan Bajo. I don't know. That was a good trip, so I might think about that. Or maybe visit Thailand or something
Cool.
that's we'll see though. I just don't want it where we didn't get an opportunity to travel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what I'm looking forward, just to see everybody and to get things back to the swing of things. We're supposed to lock down our second location already by this time supposedly, but that got canned. So it's okay. It's okay. We're still hopeful. We're still. I guess we just have to see how things goes to how the swing of things. Whether we wants to do that or focus on other things. So we'll see. But yeah, looking forward for everybody and just come back to a better, stronger Empire, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think that's it. That's our end of the podcast. We don't want to just talk you guys to death.
Sorry, guys.
But other than that,
grim there.
we had.
Sorry.
Well, it's a good talk. I think just to catch up on the coaches and how we are going through it, so that way you guys know that we're also going through some tough time as well, and we're with you on this. So yeah, hopefully that. By the way, if you guys need anybody to talk to, feel free to message me, or I don't know if you guys open. Gabe is like, don't bother me.
I'm baking.
I'll text while I'm whisking eggs.
Yeah. So
I'm free. I'm good. You
we're
guys can
always
chat
there.
with me too. Yeah.
And yeah, let us know what's up, and hopefully I will see you guys on our next podcast, on our next talk. Peace.
Bye, guys.